Hey guys, good morning. We are just another day of feeding, baby-led weaning, and just trying to get our bearings when it comes to meals. This is Tuesday, another random feeding vlog. So there's no rhyme or reason to this, but just to kind of give you an update on how things are going. We are still trying new foods every 2 days. Right now we are using an oat and prune rice cereal with some raspberries and blackberries in there, so it has a little bit of texture and a little bit more flavor. We've had some ground beef this week and avocado generally. Then we also had tomatoes, which he wasn't really too big of a fan of. He barely even touched them, so I will attempt again and see if he likes those later. We've had some scrambled eggs, like kind of like in a pancake, and I cut it lengthwise so that he can eat some, like so he can kind of grab it. And then what else do we do? He didn't mind that. He didn't mind that. So we're gonna keep going on with that. So he has a little bit of protein. And then what else did we try? So like your broccoli and your cucumber. We've had a lot of cucumber this week. So I'm trying to just stick with, I'm trying to stick with food that he likes, and then also present it to him in a different way and for a different texture, different hold. And then I'm also offering him water, and he goes for it. It's funny, he goes for it. I always offer him water with every feeding. And I don't know, he'll give it to him as a bottle, and he'll think he's getting milk or formula, but then he doesn't like it. So I'm supposed to be taking some now. Oh, I'm making me a liar. And he makes that face. So he's not like the biggest like fan of water, but that's okay. We're still working on it. And then Cara is loving it because she's just like, her spot is right underneath this light really sucks for here. There you go. She's loving the high chair thing. As soon as the high chair comes out, she's like underneath it, like waiting for the food to drop, which I find hilarious. And it's actually kind of cool because it helps clean up just a little bit faster. But and he makes such a big mess. Like feeding is like, he just makes such a big mess, and I love it. But it's like almost like he has a bath like every day. If not like a real bath, a sponge bath like every single day. Yeah, I should have like a cloth and warm water next to it so I can wipe him as he goes. But like at the same time, like what difference does it make? And I'm gonna get him a different high chair. Like this was a donation from a girlfriend, and I'm totally gonna use it when he's older. I just think it's too big for him. And there's one that IKEA that my sister-in-law had, he was using the other day, and it fit him perfectly. And he was actually able to kind of sit up and like play with the food. Like everything was closer. Like he's just a little bit too small for this right now. So maybe when he's like a year or like in a couple of months, he can use his high chair when he's a little bit taller. But for now, I'm just gonna roll up your sleeves here, dude. He's gonna be 7 months on Sunday, and that's crazy to me. Like 7 months old. But yeah, it's going okay. You know, I'm still breastfeeding 4 or 5 times a day. He still gets like at least 2 bottles of formula a day, and he's also getting he's also getting his regular food. Now, the reason that I'm breastfeeding as many times as I can is because I still want to keep my milk up, and I have to get more domperidone for like to keep my milk supply up, and I want to keep it going and pumping in the morning. Like I don't get much in the morning anymore, so when I can get it, I pump it and then I put it in the fridge, and then he still nurses. But since I don't know how much he's actually getting, or if he's getting a lot at all, then like this light really sucks, like guys. Like in regards to this filming. Here, hopefully I can try it this way. So that's a little bit better. So, I don't know. I'm gonna get another spoon. I don't know how much supply is actually getting from me, and I'm hoping like once I get my prescription again, then I'm going to like my milk supply will go back up again. But so that's why he's getting at least 7 ounces offered in formula, twice a day minimum. And just I want to make sure that he's full, and he's full, like he's not emaciated, like he's full, he's eating plenty during the day, and I'm making sure that he has something from every food group during the day, not in every meal, but in every food group during the day. doing the best I can with that. We'll see how it goes. You know, like, it's not always successful eating. There's a lot of wastage with food, like food wastage when it comes to kids. And it's funny because, you know, like, you try and make it all presentable and appetizing looking, and, you know, give them like a whole bunch of varieties and textures and all these things, and you've got stuff in your eyelashes, like, oh my god. But sometimes they just waste it. But then again, you know what, you have the dog and it's not really wasted because they kind of take over. But so he reaches for the water bottle, and then he goes, what was that? Oh, look at that. He's chugging it. He's chugging the water. That's awesome. All right. A little bit more? A little bit more? Okay. So maybe he's not interested in that anymore. But, and then I'll notice that, like, if he's having a bowel movement, like if he's going to poop in his chair, he doesn't want to eat. Like, he looks at you and he's like, I'm done eating. He'll eat after, but he's done eating because he's just made a bowel movement. So you got to go and take everything down, clean him up, go change him, bring him back, and then he'll eat again. Like, it's just, it's messed up. So you kind of have to make yourself open to whatever's going to happen, right? Like, that's just kind of how it is. And that's what I'm learning and have been learning, and it's just fun. And he's, you know, we have a good time. Like, I try and make the eating times a good experience for him. So, and we laugh, like, we sing songs, we, you know, we also do numbers, and we do EBCs, and we just talk about things. Like, I narrate myself throughout the day about what he's eating and things like that. And then he's also having a lot of toast. Eggos he actually doesn't like, which is fine by me because there's a lot of processed sugar in there, but flax toast he likes with a little bit of butter. I haven't put peanut butter on it yet. He has had some dabbles of peanut butter, but not a lot. I just don't want to, like, go retarded on the peanut butter just because I'm just afraid of, obviously, an allergic reaction. I also bought this book, Baby-Led Weaning, The Essentials Guide, How to Introduce Solid Foods and Help Your Baby to Grow Up a Happy and Confident Eater, by Gil Rapley and Tracy Marquette. I haven't read all of it yet. Actually, no, I haven't read any of it yet, to be honest. But I'm just going to try and use this as a guide. I want to just see what kind of tips there are in there, and then also use my resources from other mamas and other like moms in my circle and other YouTube moms. Because you know what, you can't get. I personally don't think you can get enough information. You don't have to use all the information, but to get tips and tricks of how people work with their babies and how the babies' developments, or how babies develop, like what their immune systems are like, what their digestive systems are like, how everything is kind of growing and developing as they age. But essentially, you know your own baby. Really? Like, you know your own baby, and you got to do what works for you and what works in your gut, and like what feels right to you, and you just kind of play it by ear, right? And I know, look at you got like something on your face. What is that? Oh, he wants to spoon. Okay. So that is for any new moms out there. That is my tip: is you got to do, like, take all the information you can, get all the resources you have, and, you know, make your own conclusion. Like, you gotta, it's a trial and error thing when it comes to feeding your baby. Think about what works. You know, just because somebody says, well, don't do this because my baby didn't like this, doesn't mean that your baby won't like it, or doesn't mean your baby's going to have a reaction. Make sure that you have your pediatrician or your doctor's number on speed dial. You know, don't feed your baby and walk away. Don't have your baby eating while they're in the Jolly Jumper. Just things like that. Like, just make sure that you're in a safe environment and you're watching the whole time. You're paying attention. Writing down, especially when you're starting, writing down every time you try a new food. Put it in your calendar of what food started or what food you were choosing that day that's brand new. And then that way, if there's a reaction, then you know exactly what your baby ate. And be like, okay, he had blueberries today, or he had steak today, or he had, you know, we mixed avocado with bananas instead of, you know, pears with bananas, or whatever it was. Like, whatever it is, just write it down in your calendar of whatever new food you're trying that day. And that way you'll have just a record and understand, okay, you can pinpoint what the area was if there is a reaction or if there is an issue. Hi. Can I use this spoon now? Can I use this spoon now? So, and know when your baby is done, like he or she will give you the signals, right, of when they're done, and usually like it's just, well, with Beck, it's I was just kissing my daughter. She's right here. I was just kissing my daughter. You can see her nose. There it is. With Beck, like it's just like his mouth is closed and he's just like looking everywhere else. Like he's just not interested in any more food. Then I know he's done. And it's like, okay, so I'm not force feeding him. He can tell me when he's full. And then later on, like in the evening, I know that like he's actually getting to bed around 9:30. Last night it was a little bit later because he just was unsettled and his dad was over, so he was a little bit but like when it's closer to nighttime, he'll have his bottle and then he'll nurse for a little bit and then he'll go to sleep, or nurse a little bit and then have his bottle and then go to sleep, or he'll even have his bottle while he's sleeping. I'll give him a little bit and then I'll watch him through the monitor and then he'll drink some of it and he'll pass out and I'll take the bottle away. So I know that's probably not the best thing to do, but I'm always watching him. I'm always with him. Like I'm never like, I don't just give a bottle and then run away. I'm watching it, and then also I'm making sure that the bottle's not leaking over him. I'm making sure that he's not like choking on anything, and I just make sure that he is comfortable and he's sleeping. So once that's done and he's well changed, then he's good to go. And then you blow raspberries at me, and then what? Want some more? Oh, that was a big spoonful. Hi. Okay. Can you say hello to everybody? Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Like, no, not really. Want some more water? Anyway, sorry, that was real life. But, yeah, so that's just kind of what I have to say about that in regards to my update of how things are going. We are actually getting into a better routine now, which is great. He's sleeping in the afternoon, and I try not to get him to sleep. He doesn't sleep anywhere past 5 now, which is awesome because that way I can, like, we can go for walks. We can, we're doing a little bit more activities, and then that way he can be tired. Like, I'm getting ready for bed, either a bath, which is kind of what he's doing like multiple times during the day now, but either a bath or bed or story, or just walking around, some playpen time, and then just kind of settle him down for the night. And then by 9:30 he's in his crib and he's pretty much out, and then he's up at 8:30. So we're getting there, but he's gonna go down for his nap in about an hour, right? And then you should be good to go. So yeah, so that is all. We wanted to just give you an update, but thank you guys for watching and for your support. I love seeing you guys. I love seeing you on my channel, and I love hearing like tips from you guys. Hi, I know. And again, this is baby-led weaning. Once I do a little bit more of a read-through, then I'll have a review of this. But I'm excited to read a little bit of this today and kind of see where we're at and see where I can improve and learn from, and have maybe more positive and like more uplifting experience with food, and just more entertaining and more confidence when it comes to eating, right? Try new things. Yeah, we're gonna try new things. Okay. All right, you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day, and we'll catch up with you later. Bye.